Hey guys, this is Michael Noreen from Out My Closet with my friend Louis Roldan. It's okay. So it's fine. So Louis is one of the many survivors from Pulse that night. However, his angle is a little bit different, so we like to share with that. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us, how were you directly affected by Pulse? What happened that night for you?
So I physically wasn't, injured. That night, actually, I was just walking out. So everything I saw was from the outside perspective. Everyone running, bodies on the ground. We couldn't find any of my friends. Phone calls, calling on my friends to see where they're at. Blood everywhere. Police officers everywhere, and it was just crazy until like 5 o'clock in the morning. Until everyone got on the bus and to the police station.
Did you lose anyone that night? I know, was this a place that you frequented?
Yes, I went there every other Monday for Latin nights. My best friend Angel Torres was the Vogue commentator on Mondays, and I went there every Saturday for Latin night as well, with a lot of my straight friends and my gay friends for a lot of years. But I did lose four friends of mine.
What were their names?
One was Eddie Justice. That's actually my ex-boyfriend that I lived with for a year and a half. My second person I lost was Brenda, Isaiah's mom. That lately, the last couple months since they moved here in March, she's been out with us like on Fridays to Southern and on Saturday to Pulse. And Gilbert and Omi were my two co-workers that I worked with, and I was actually with them like 10 minutes before it happened.
Are you afraid to go back out and enjoy yourself?
I'm actually not afraid. I definitely, at first I was. I had like really bad anxiety. I started crying. I like left the club. But I kept moving forward, saying that I can't be scared, It sucks that it happened in our own backyard, but it could happen anywhere, So I kept moving forward and kept telling like, I can't live in fear, because living in fear is like the worst thing you could do. And mentally will bring you down.
From losing those four persons in your life that you knew personally and just experiencing all of that, how did you cope with all of that anxiety and post-stress?
It was up and down. I tried counseling and wasn't helping, getting nightmares. I think what was coping me was being around friends that was there that night that we could relate, and as well as family support, friends, and just being around people that honestly care for you and are there to help you, trying to be around positive people, and that's the best way.
Okay. Were most of your friends around your age group?
No, a lot of my friends were actually older. I'm like the youngest. My other groups I hanged out with, I was always like the baby. So it was interesting because they always say like, oh, this is like the baby Louis, but I'm very mature for my age too, but I always had a good time with anyone.
And what are words of encouragement that you would say to young LGBT youth who are experiencing hardships? For example, they came out of the closet and now they're being rejected by their friends or family. What are words that you would say to them?
I would say never give up. Always have hope, because there's going to be one day that your family will come back to you. It might not be right away. It might take a year or two, but eventually they will come back. Family is always going to be there for you. As much as you think they're not, they might come back a little strong, or they might come back like a little weak, but they'll definitely be there.
Here's a question. Have you battled with like survivor's guilt? I know that's something that's out of left field, but I can imagine being in your situation where you thought about, hey, I left a few minutes early. That could have been me in there. Why not me? Why am I alive?
I definitely had that part of grieving inside me for a couple of months actually, and I kept getting the same nightmare 3 times in a row where I got shot in the face, or like my head will blow off and I'll wake up. Those 3 nightmares are like the same ones that I'll get all the time. Like, I should have been shot, or I should have been dead. But it's definitely a working process when it comes to that. Because, you know, everyone, it's like, if I was in there, I could have helped someone else, you know, because that's just how I am. I always try to help people.
Is there anything that you're involved with now? I know like the whole world for a few months was all about LGBT support and advocacy. How about now? Is there something that you want to do for the community?
For the community, well, you know, I'm working with visionaries. It's four of us post-survivors, so actually 5 of us now. It's me, Angel Colon, Angel Santiago, Angel Torres, and Vico Baez. And we're trying to make a difference and be a voice to the community. And also, we're trying to prevent gun violence to happen again around the world. You know, we don't want that to happen anywhere. Or even people that are losing their family members and friends just by a gun, you know. So we're trying to make better laws, you know, stricter gun laws.
That sounds great. Well, thank you so much for spending time with us and giving us this angle of the story. So from Mike and Lewis, take care, guys.
Take care.